welcome all the attendees and our prestigious speakers on behalf of lovely professional university for today's webinar on the topic Law, a Career Roadmap. So attendees today, you'll savor a feast of knowledge from our revered speakers. So allow me to introduce them. Dr. Meenu Chopra, Associate Professor, School of Law, lovely professional university. She has been very instrumental in research when it comes to education. She is specialized in taxation laws. She has been working in the field of accountancy and taxation from past 18 years, having experience in industry and academics. She continuously keeps on harnessing her skills while pursuing various courses on expandable areas such as soft skills, educational leadership, outcome-based pedagogy, developing IPR and other associated fields. She has been researching business laws, constitutional laws, and matters of social interest. So it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. Likewise, I welcome Dr. Gaurav Kataria, Professor, School of Law, lovely professional university. Graduated with a master's degree in business administration from United States of America, he has been working in academia for the last 16 years. He worked for several national and international organizations. He has authored 6 books and 30 research papers in different renowned journals. He has organized worldwide conferences, symposiums, seminars, and workshops. So many feathers in his cap. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma, Assistant Professor, lovely professional university. Having 10 years of experience as an academician, he has specialization in image processing with 45 research papers in international journals. And attendees today, he will give you an insight about eligibility, fee, scholarship, and infrastructure part of the university, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. So thank you so much, sir, for joining. With this, we'll begin our today's webinar. So over to you, Dr. Meenu Chopra, for the content of the day.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I shall be taking the presentation from here. So students, as I believe that majority of the people are new to the School of Law, lovely professional university. So I'm going to give you a few of the glimpses of the school, that what our school actually is and how are we proceeding ahead. So dear students, so for your information, I'm going to show you the thing like this is block 21, the building number 21, you could say. It is a School of Law that we have it here in LPU. So this is a beautiful block that's surrounded by the natural beauty itself. Then in case if I talk about the university overall things, so being a part of such a prestigious institution, we School of Law has been affiliated from the various rankings, and the university itself is also provided with various national as well as international rankings. Just to name a few, I'm going to tell you about that we people as an institution are having Atal rankings. LPU has been ranked at number 3 in India. Then about the Times Higher Education Impact Factor ranking, which is a global ranking, LPU is standing in 200 universities globally and second in India. NIRF rankings 2021 के according, we people have been standing in top 100 universities. Then, as far as the Z-News ranking is concerned, LPU is ranked at the 11th best position in placements. Then, specifically about your School of Law, I believe that you should be happy to know that your institution is approved by the Bar Council of India, as none of the institutions in India can work without the affiliation of BCI. So, accordingly, this institution, School of Law LPU, is approved from Bar Council of India. And NIRF ranking I have already told you about. And specifically about the school, if I say, the School of Law is ranked individually at 24th position amongst all the government and private law institutions in India. Okay, so this is at 24th number across India, and this is a national level ranking. And in national level ranking, you know that the thousands of colleges, institutions, and universities they have participated in. Then now proceeding ahead, if I talk about the situation in Punjab, the LPU School of Law stands at first position in Punjab, and it has been ranked by Outlook at the fourth position across the country. We people are moving forward with certain vision and mission. So vision of the institution, vision of the School of Law, as I say, to be a global law school for grooming the well-trained, compassionate legal professionals who can interpret and research evolving social and legal issues and provide legal services along with social and professional leadership. That means we intend to provide the skills which are necessary for the students, not only to be groomed them as a law students or the legal professionals, but also which should be able to provide them better facilities, better exposure in terms of leadership as well. Now, mission of the school, if I go by that, to impart the application-oriented legal education. So, dear students, so as if normally you talk about the legal education and the professionals, there are certain factors which are acknowledged. There remains a huge gap between theory and practice. But while working at School of Law in LPU, you will recognize that this gap is minimized to the least possible extent. So whatever you are reading in the classes, it should be practiced in the field. So accordingly, the students are getting both exposure. The theoretical classes are surely going on in the school, and which is supplemented by the practical knowledge in the field. So the mission is to impart application-oriented legal education for nurturing legal professionals who can appreciate and compassionately uphold the spirit of law in the light of local and the global perspectives. Then, to undertake impactful research addressing national, international, legal, and social issues. So research, how do we address the research hereby? So even our first year students, they are also involved in the projects in which we identify what are the social legal issues being faced by the society at large. And those issues are identified, addressed, and also corrective action is being proposed by the students right from the first year. Then, to collaborate with the industry professionals and other stakeholders in order to ensure holistic development of students for professional and social leadership roles. So collaboration with industry is again an important feature for us. As I have already told you about that, we try to minimize the gap between the theory and the practice. So accordingly, industry professionals are also being involved into, and accordingly they are sharing their expertise with the students in different roles and capacities. Now, dear students, talking about the courses that we people are offering, we are offering BA LLB honors, then BBA LLB honors, LLB, LLM, and PhD course. Now, as if I believe that right now I must be having the students with me who are eligible to take admission in the undergraduate programs. So for them, we have the two options available. Either you people can go for the law course after 10+2, right? After completing your 12th exam, then you have a choice to either opt for the BA LLB program or the BBA LLB honors program. So it is all depending upon your choice, like in which particular domain you further want to study. Either it is a humanities or it is a business administration. So accordingly, whatever be your choice, it may be exercised. But the overall aspect, if I say, the legal subjects, the law subjects will be same in both the courses, in BA-LLB honors and in BBA-LLB honors. Now, all the students who are there with me, who are willing to do law, after completing their graduation, they are eligible to take admission in the LLB regular course. Now, I believe that you should be aware of the fact that LLB course is a 3-year program, and in which the students shall be studying only and only the legal programs. The law courses, only those must be taught to the students. And of course, for higher education, we have the LLM and the PhD available with us. Now, students, if I talk about the law career, what kind of focused honors selective are we offering to the students? So thereby, let me tell you, you shall be reading two kinds of courses hereby. Certain number of courses are compulsorily given by the BCI, and BCI says that these many courses are to be done by all the students. It is there as a list available with us, and you shall be reading all the courses in the journey of 5 years. Along with that, we people shall be offering you certain elective papers also. Now, in those elective papers, there are certain specializations which we are offering for our students, and one of the specialization is the business laws, then constitutional law, criminal law, or which we name as a judiciary or the practice papers. Then we have the international law available with us. Then IPR is taught in the masters, which is in a great bifurcation. We teach it in the master's degree, but at the UG level, we teach IPR as a subject, cyber law as a subject. Now, in the first four stated courses or the specializations, business, constitutional, criminal and international law, it all depends upon the choice of the student, that in which particular area you want to work upon and which stream of law you want to explore more. So accordingly, choices are given to students. If I talk about the core strengths of the course, of course, when we say core strength of the course, your courses are much more advanced in the sense that the curriculum is revised to the greatest possible extent while looking at the current situations. Okay, so none of the syllabuses are old or redundant, rather all the latest updated informations which are required to be known to the law students, it is included in the syllabus. So focus on the development of client interaction skills is there. Then curriculum is benchmarked with the top national institutions and the BCI model curriculum. We have the court and field visits, legal aid training, it is also functional here. Then practical exposure through the moot courts, mock client interviews is there. Then industry focused subjects and pedagogy and active placement assistance is being provided at the school level. Now, faculty School of Law. Now, talking about the faculty member or the teachers that we have here with us, 100% of the teachers are net qualified. Then 70% of the teachers are PhDs and 20% are pursuing their PhD. So from here we could conclude that the faculty members who are going to take your classes are expert in their areas, they are having their own specialization, and hence your knowledge will be enhanced according to their experience as well. Now, if I say what are the differentiating factors between the LPU School of Law and between the other institutions that we have. So hereby, let me tell you very gladly that we people are involved into regular interactions with the experts, like regular interactions with the experts who are, we could say, physically visiting to the campus. And because it was a COVID scenario which was going on, so we have opened up with the live interactions and the webinars, which has happened very frequently. Then we are providing training to our students for the moot courts, which is not only a ritual paper, rather let me tell you very clearly, like we are offering 3 courses on the moot courts. And 3 courses on the moot court, when we say, we start training our students from the inception years, from the first year, second year onwards, we shall be participating in the moot courts. You will be given training on the same, and accordingly, you have this particular exposure as well. Then opportunities for participation in the conferences, workshops, online courses, etc. So as we are conducting various conferences, workshop and online courses, you can participate here. Moreover, we encourage our students to participate outside the university as well. So whatever participations you people are making outside the institution, in those particular things, we are providing you the academic benefit as well. So academic benefit, like as if you have done, suppose you have participated in certain, you could say, seminar outside the campus, but it is a requirement of your own subject too. We acknowledge that and we assign or we calculate it for calculating your marks as well. Okay, so hereby we are blending both the things. The theoretical classes, of course, going on, but practicals, whatever you are incorporating here, what new things you are incorporating here, what is your knowledge, your updation, everything we are going to count hereby also. Then we have access to the digital resources. As it is an era of technology, so at this time, majority of the people were attending classes in the online mode also. So thereby we have made available our library and other things in the digital manner. So accordingly, the people have taken advantage of that. Then internship opportunities with the eminent jurists and legal professionals are there. Then internship, it's a very important and you could say happening feature of our school. I will explain it in the latest slide also. Then of course the highly qualified faculty members are there. Now students, as I am telling you right now, what are the features of, you could say the differentiated features of the School of Law LPU. So amongst them, one important factor is the internship. Just I am again and again pressing on the point, and the point is that we just make our students understand the books as well as the industry. So accordingly, internship is one of the biggest feature in that, which help us cover this particular gap. And let me tell you one more thing, that it is mandatory for all our students to go for internships. And this internship is to be done by the 5-year students as well as the 3-year students. Roughly, we can say that every year for 1 month, they are supposed to be there on internship. And that accordingly, what internship the student has done, it is an evaluative internship. The Viva is also conducted thereby, and we try to make sure that whatever you do there, whatever you learn there, it should be fruitful for you and it should be helping in your coming future. Okay, so accordingly, we are very particular about the internships, and those are made very rigorous for the students also. And it is actually giving a wider learning exposure for the students. Then, if I have to talk about the industry or the corporate associations, you could see that various institutions with which we people are associated with, whether it is SLN Amritsar Mangaldas, AZB Partners, Punjab Haryana High Court, it is SR Advocates, Luthra and Luthra, Khatan and Company, Sai Krishna Associates, so and so. So these are the various reputed organizations whereby our students are working as an interns, and whenever the work of the student is satisfactory, they are being absorbed by the running institutions also. Now, life at School of Law LPU, or what kind of events are we conducting in our school? So just very few glimpses of the same. So this you could see, it is a panel discussion on the contempt of court versus rule of law that we have been conducting. It is Honorable Justice Kurian Joseph shared his expertise on the contempt of court cases. I know it's a very famous name, and you should be aware of it. So Justice Kurian Joseph, he had been our guest also. Then Mr. Rupinder Singh Suri, who is the Additional Solicitor General of India, he had also been there with us. Then we have conducted one international moot court competition hereby. I know that the moot courts are very important for the law students. So accordingly, we are conducting the national, international, and interdepartmental competitions also. Okay. Then along with it, these are the glimpses of the event that has also happened in the past, the year 2018. It was again, we have hosted the Baldev Raj Mittal National Moot Court Competition, in which the reputed industry people and the judges, like you could see here, where the judges are sitting from the Punjab Haryana High Court, Human Rights Commission, and even from the Court of Sri Lanka, we have justice with us. So accordingly, the people were incorporated, invited, so that your mooting skills can be sharpened to a greater extent. Then while telling about the conferences, so conferences, we people have also conducted a conference on cyber law and IT. So it was in the year 2017. Then now recently what we have done, recently we people are conducting the, you could say certain activities with the RTA Commission. So whereby on 12th to 16th of October, we have been doing such kind of activities for the school students. Then this is a camp which is organized. Free legal assistance camp was organized on 11th November 2021 in our institution itself. Hereby, the members of the judiciary, members from the, you could say, the paralegal volunteer team, sarpanches of various villages, they have incorporated their efforts to make this event a great success. Like these are the glimpses of, you could say, the moot court competition that has held within the department. Our students, they played different roles and participated. Then along with that, we do invite certain guest lecturers also from the other institutions also, like Professor Devinder Singh, chairperson Punjabi University, he was invited recently. Then Dr. Monica Chawla from Punjabi University, Dr. Jyoti Rajan again from Punjab University, Dr. Aarti Puri from the PURC Ludhiana, she is the director there. So accordingly, the different experts, not only from your own institution, rather from various other institutions, we are regularly calling them for taking the expert sessions along with the students. Like this was the academic part I have told you. Then we have another feature with us, it is incorporating the adjunct faculty. So adjunct faculty, these are the practicing advocates who are having specialization in their respective field. They do also come and join our classes, and accordingly they discuss their expertise along with the student. For example, Mr. Rakesh Hul has delivered a series of lectures on insolvency law. Then Mr. Kshitij Sharma is a practicing advocate in Punjab and Haryana High Court. He has taught CRPC and other such kind of laws to our students, just giving them the practical inputs which are already existing in the court. And again, certain session we have also conducted, like what are the future avenues in the Canada for the law students. Like these are the glimpses of a conference which we have conducted recently on 16th of April 2022 in School of Law, whereby various faculty members and students, they have coordinated for the event. And I believe these are the important informations I have discussed with you. And I know that you will be able to get the idea about the School of Law. After all these things, if you have any queries, we all are here to take your queries also. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ruby ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an insightful presentation. And indeed, these attendees will be benefited from it. Yes, ma'am, we have few queries from the attendees. So we'll take up those queries. So, ma'am, Mukaha Sharma. So the query from ML, he wants to know that he in his 12th, he's doing commerce. So which course is good for him to take in law in BALLB?
I think Gaurav sir will be able to answer this question. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, I see that most of the students, once they complete their schooling, they are quite ambivalent what to choose, how to choose. So I think we will be in a better position to give you some suggestions here. So you completed your 12th and now you are looking for your career in law. So you see, first of all, you should see that what is your interest area. If you are interested in a particular area, then you should go for that, right? So there are two choices we are offering here: BBLLB and BLLB. So if your orientation is in business, like anyone is your family is doing business, or you want to start your own business, or you want to work for corporate, so you can choose BBLLB. This is the right choice, and you see, there is a lot of scope in that area. Once you start learning management with law, combination of these two things, management and law, will help you a lot. Because once you have knowledge of law, that is a good backing of doing anything, whatever you do. Second choice you have is BALB. So you have interest in sociology, or you have specific interest in any art subjects, so then you can go for that. That is also good. And in both, like once you decide at this point of time, you will see there are a lot of options available for you. But you choose one way. If you choose BALB, then you can become a journalist. You can, for law students, for 5-year students, BALB and BBLB for both. You have some common options, like you can become judge, you can become advocate, you can work for law firms, you can become associate of law firms, right? But once you choose a specific stream, like if you choose BBLLB, then like you just keep with your mind that I will be working for businesses, right? Or maybe specifically, like I will be going in that direction. So accordingly, I would say once you see what is your interest area, and then you see what is your surroundings, like your parents, your relatives, in which area they are working, and accordingly you decide.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question from Arman Tiwari. He wants to know that he belongs to math stream, and so there's a criteria. I believe that a student must have cleared C-CLAT exam for the admission purpose. I believe. Is it so, ma'am? Can you clarify? Because he wants to know about CLAT exam. So can you throw some light on this?
like as if we have the admission criteria, whatever is there with us, either the student must have cleared CLAT, like certain, you could say you should check the website for the same. Like CLAT, what is the cutoff point that we take? Then for LSAT also we accept certain cutoff point is mentioned about that also, and we have our own test, LPU nest. Okay, so accordingly, all three are accepted for your admission in the LLB program or BA or BBA LLB program, whatever are there. So cutoff points are also mentioned thereby. So in case if you are clearing accordingly, you will be getting admission in LLB. Suppose in case in worst scenario, although I wish you all the very best, I believe that you will be getting very good rank in CLAT or LSAT. It is a criteria with us, but in case, God forbid, in case if you get a bad score in that, you can go for the LPU nest, and if in case you clear it, you can again get admission in LPU. All three criteria are accepted for us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And Gaurav sir, can you put some light on this exam, how to prepare and what to study for this?
So you are muted probably. Your voice is not coming to us.
Gaurav sir, you're not audible. Yes, sir. Now you are. Yes.
Is it okay? I think.
Fine, fine.
Yes. So I suggest those students who are preparing for such exams, we are expecting not expertise in law, but at least basic knowledge of law, right? So there are certain specific fields in which they must have knowledge, like say constitutional law. So you need not to read the entire constitution, but at least some provisions that are important, that are relevant. And likewise, in criminal law, in contract law, in torts, in family law. So there are few courses for which we are expecting like the students must have basic knowledge of that. And for that, we give a short courses to the students. We help them to prepare those students to prepare for such exams. So they can take help of us also, right? So they are welcome whenever they have any query related to that. Like how can they prepare and what should the strategy to prepare it? Because the working hard is not a requirement for clearing those exams, but a right strategy is required. So I think they should do their hard work in the right direction. Then they will get success. Okay.
I can add one point here. Thank you, sir. The point that I want to add here is like we have prescribed certain syllabus for the entrance exam. So I will suggest the student to go by the exact syllabus. Certain sample questions are also provided to you. Go by the sample questions, and as the sir has suggested, like you need not know each and everything. But what is the expectation? You should be aware of the basic of the subject plus the current. If you are doing it, if you are aware of that, I believe as sir has suggested, you will be able to clear the exam. Can be done by yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And there's another query from Anhad Kaur. She's a little bit scared. She wants to know that she's a student of science field. So can she cope up in this subject if we choose BLLB?
I think sir can answer it well. Sir do has a specialization in sciences, law, and management. Sir, over to you.
So I am the best example of it. I completed my graduation in science and then I shifted. I got admission in MSc chemistry. Then I had two options. One was MSc in chemistry and second was doing LLB. Then I chose LLB and I don't regret for that. So I would suggest the students who are interested to pursue law, you see, from life up to death, everything is related to law. The relation between individuals, relation between individual and government, relations between countries, everything, each and every part of your life is related to law. So if you are choosing law as a career, then it would be a great strike. I would say, like those who are not knowing law, those who are not graduated from law background, and those who are law graduates, you you see and observe the law graduates are much more confident in their life. It's not about just profession, it's not about getting jobs, but I would say once you know law, legal knowledge, then whatever you do, sometime at some certain point of time, if you are not interested to go for job, then it's a professional course, and you can start your own business. You can do like a freelancing. You are much more confident. You have knowledge, basic knowledge of law. So that is what I suggest the students. Like, you can choose whatever background you have, even if you are from commerce or from science or from arts, you can go for law. And there is no limit for that. If you are from science background, the scope, I tell you, you can become lawyer, you can start your practice in IPR, you can start practicing in technology and law, you can start practicing in artificial intelligence, you can start practicing in cyber world. So there are so many things, like there is no limit for that, I would say. And if you are having science background, I see, I have some evidences. I have seen some students from law background, when they shift from science to law, they perform very well.
Thank you so much, sir. And Anand, I believe you will not be scared anymore because you have a live example in front of you. So we'll take up another query from Isha Daya. She wants to know that she wants to go abroad after the bachelor's. So will it be possible by studying in LPU that I can work in abroad and this course have a better future perspective?
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
yes. So we prepare our courses very carefully. You know, how do we prepare? We keep working on them. Syllabus is the program scheme that we prepare, and we see, because we have many students from abroad, we have international students with us, and we keep it in our mind that students who are learning from LPU, he must be competent enough to go in domestic market as well as to go in the international market. So each program we keep updating them. And you know, those students who complete their graduation from LPU, they are beneficial for their own government when they go to their own country. They give suggestions, they become advisors to their government, and they apply what they learned from LPU. And I have seen the students who complete their graduation from LPU, once they go abroad, because we have very carefully designed our courses, that these courses are helpful in getting success in abroad, right?
Okay,
So
one more
that is
thing
my
can be
suggestion.
added here. Sir, as we are also offering the subject specialization in international law, so this could be an added advantage for the students.
Right.
Because
Right.
at international law, whatever subjects are important at the, you could say, global level, those subjects are incorporated as papers. And accordingly, the people can go for the, you could say, the business law papers are also designed in the similar lines and international law. So those are the universally recognized principles. And for higher studies, you can take the specialization and can definitely proceed ahead. But one point that is there, once you are going to the foreign legal system, you may go two ways. Either it is you are taking admission in the post-graduation course thereby, that is doing your LLM. For that, your LLB course is going to help you. In case if you are practicing, you are trying to practice there, then the courses are also that you have read here. Along with that, the courses of the foreign country, those are also supposed to be known to you. For that, certain additional steps are to be taken by the students. But at least we provide you the environment that you can go by such courses, and whatever are your doubts, your clarities on that, we are definitely going to help you on that. You can proceed ahead accordingly. You will be supported at all.
One additional point here. I
Yes,
myself
sir.
worked in abroad for 7 years. Sometimes people keep asking that what you have taught there. Our Indian law is different from their law. So how did you work there? I worked there, I taught there, and I must say that our country is common law country. If you are going to common law country, then it is adding benefits. But I work in a country where common law system is not prevailed. They use civil law system. Then also the concepts remain same. So whatever you are learning here, it is applicable everywhere. There are maybe certain changes you can see there in the provisions, but no any change in the concepts. So if you are learning, if you are doing graduation, and then you go for post graduation from abroad, that is very good decision. I should say, like you can get a lot of opportunities over there.
I completely agree with you, sir. So now we'll take last but not the least question from Rahul. Rahul, he wants to know that does LPU facilitate platform to students to interact with higher officials of a well-established lawyer or advocate?
Sorry, your question was not clear to me. Can you please repeat?
All right, ma'am, I'll repeat it again. So there's a question. The person attendee wants to know that does LPU facilitate platform to students to interact with higher officials of a well-established platform,
Right.
like a well-established lawyer or a well-established advocate? Do we
Yes,
LPU
surely.
facilitate a meet up with them?
Right, right. Thank you so much. I got it now. So as I have already told you people that we are offering internships for the students. It's a compulsory part for our curriculum. So while doing your internships, you are attached to the officials, to the higher level officials, you could say. Today only I was sharing certain opportunity with few of our students. Like I am just giving you the example of today only. So we have got an opportunity for the student that they are, some people are required at international mediator's office. So now, although the person is a mediator working at the international level, and they expect us to send our students on internship thereby. So now, if we are to sending a student, we have to send a student there, I will expect the best of the lot to be sent there. Okay, opportunities are there, but again, I will tell the student that yes, you have to establish a claim for all best of the opportunities. So as we are having hundreds of students with us, everyone will get something or the other thing. But if you have to get the best, you have to be the best. So all opportunities are there. You can get everything from us, but you will have to establish.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now we thank you so much, sir, and ma'am for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now we quickly move to our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma. Sir, over to you.
Hopefully my voice is audible. Okay, so I'm going to explain regarding all the infrastructure part, along with one slide that you are seeing that 13 LPU students have represented India in Tokyo Olympics 2020, out of which we had one gold medal winner, along with one we have a bronze medal winning captain of hockey team representing a Lovely Professional University on international scale. So I will talk about the rankings of Lovely Professional University. So as per the World University Rankings of 2022, we have been ranked around 36 among top universities of India. This is as per the Times Higher Education Gold Standard University Ranking System. Apart from that, we have the campus life and exposure that we are offering. One of the prime event that we had conducted was 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by none other than our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, sir, from 3rd of January to 7th of January 2019, and we were the only private university who conducted that Indian Science Congress. Apart from that, we have been we have been organizing all the convocations which were inaugurated by then only presidents of Afghanistan as well as India. Along with that, we had various visits of our eminent personalities like Shri Arun Jaitley sir to have us to basically inaugurate LPU Startup Score, and then various life skills lesson taught by various eminent personalities. So from real life heroes, we moved to real life heroes. We had a campus visit of Shri Shah Rukh Khan sir along with Mahendra Dhoni sir in our campus to promote their respective movies. Along with that, if I talk about the infrastructure part, so one of the prime examples that we had is this open auditorium. It is an auditorium which is being separated by various academic blocks along with the library building, and it has a capacity of 2,000 or more, 3,000 or more people who can sit in this auditorium. And there are many events which are conducted in this open auditorium, along with open discussions are being the biggest part of it. Along with that, we have indoor auditorium is a centralized AC auditorium with a capacity of more than 2,000 people who can sit in this auditorium. Along with the various events are conducted in Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium. So you can see this is Academic Resource Center, which is known as Uni Mall. So here the students can get the access of all the daily necessities of their daily life. Along with that, we have various shops in this uni mall, and again there is a bowling court in this auditorium, along with the gym facility which is provided. We have a library which is a 4-story building and has a excess of more than 1 lakh books in the library itself. So, and it's a central library, so it has access of all the departments books that you can actually study in this particular library. As I told you about the bowling part, along with gym facilities are being present in that uni mall. Along with that, we have various laboratories, the uni hospital, which is a prime need in this pandemic. Again, this is one facility that we basically provide to the students in case of any need. This is one indoor sporting complex. This is a very huge indoor complex that has access of various sports. It's because it's an indoor stadium, so indoor games such as swimming, badminton, shooting. Along with that, various squash sports are also there. So squash is one of the very expensive sport in India, and again been provided by our university. Along with this is one view of our university campus from the outside, and it is a night view of the campus. So as we move towards the residential and the security services that we basically provide, we had this. This is entirely ranking green campus, and you directly cannot enter to university directly because we have the turnstile security turnstiles on, and the students have to scan their respective ID card, and then they can enter to the university. There is no ragging as such, and we get the anti-ragging certificate signed by the student before they are entering to the university. And again, we have various residential facilities like 6 girls hostels and 8 boys hostels, which has capacity of 20,000 plus more students in the university. And we have 3 different mess options for students: standard, South Indian, and North Indian mess that are being provided by the university. Now, we quickly move towards the presentation towards the particular law programs. So as you can see, I have opened one site which is nest.lpu.in. I again repeat, this is nest.lpu.in. If we basically open that particular site, so we have various programs that are being offered to the students of Lovely Professional University. One of them is law, because I have put up my search option on law. So these are the law programs that we basically provide with BA LLB honors, BBA LLB honors, LLB, and LLM. So these are 4 important programs that we provide. As we can click, if I click BA LLB honors as an integrated program, so I need to understand regarding the P and scholarship part of it. So I quickly directly link that particular thing to P and scholarship part. So we have 2 basically courses which are being provided as BBA LLB honors along with BA LLB honors. We have the application fees of 1,20,000 every semester, but it's not the only fees. It's not the exact fees, because we provide scholarship also. It depends upon how much you are performing in your particularly, if let's say you give the particular exam, then the fees is dependent upon that. It is entirely dependent. So firstly, I'll go with the eligibility part of it. So how can you be eligible to take admission in Lovely Professional University? For taking the admission for eligibility part, we need to understand which particular course we are directly basically going with. Either it is BA LLB honors or BB LLB honors. The eligibility of criteria of our university is that for admission in BA and BABA LLB honors, you need to pass with 60% of aggregate marks in +2, 60% of aggregate marks in +2 with English or equivalent, subject to qualifying that LPU Nest exam, CLAT exam, or LSET exam. So again, if you have appeared for your national test, which is CLAT exam, if you have qualified for that, again, you can take admission provided you must score around 60% of marks. So we are providing 5% relaxation to SC and ST applicants, along with 3% relaxation to OBC applicants as well, and 5% eligibility relaxation to Northeast and Sikkim candidates, along with defense people and Kashmiri migrants. So again, if you are falling in that particular category, so 5% relaxation will be given to you. Again, the eligibility is 60% in percent of marks in +2 with English or equivalent to subject to qualifying our LPU Nest examination. So LPU Nest examination is a very important examination that you must qualify for. So if now I'm directly moving towards the scholarship part of it. The scholarship part is that a scholarship is provided on the basis of your performance in qualifying exam, means your +2, along with that if you are not falling in that particular slab with where the scholarship is provided, LPU Nest exam comes as a scholarship parameter. Or if you're not performing in LPU Nest examination, then by default, then there are other options that I'm going to basically explore. So first option that we are exploring is LPU Nest examination. If you have appeared for our LPU Nest examination and you are in category 1 cutoff, so by default, the scholarship amount that is applicable to you will be 57,600. So again, 1,20,000 was the fees, and scholarship of 57,600 will be provided. It means 48% of your fees will be reduced. Again, this is a very good option. So 48% of the fees will be reduced. You are paying 52% of it. So again, 57,600 is applicable for all the 5 years of your particular degree. Again, if you are having category 2 cutoff, if you apply for LPU Nest examination and you appear in category 2 cutoff, the scholarship amount goes to be 45,600. And if you score in category 3 cutoff, the scholarship is 33,600. Again, the important thing is if you are just clearing this examination, so it becomes eligibility parameter. If you are scoring very good marks in your +2 examination or your +2 examination, so automatically then the scholarship can be explored accordingly. So I'll just give you a detail of how you are getting the scholarship amount if you are scoring very good marks in your +2 examination. So I'm just exploring that particular option again. The important point is that if your percentage is 95% or above in +2 examination, you will be getting the scholarship of 57,600. Again, you are scoring 90 to 94.9 percentage, you're getting the scholarship of 45,600. And if you are scoring 80 to 89.9% in +2 examination, guys, +2 examination, the scholarship that you will be given is 33,600. Again, it is or we are not providing scholarship on both. The best scholarship if you score in +2 or your LPU Nest, one of the best scholarship will be given to you. It's not only that if you are not scoring good in LPU Nest or +2, if you have a very good score in CLAT examination from 1 to 1000, you're getting the scholarship of 57,600. And if you are having the rank from 1001 to 2000, you're getting the scholarship of 45,600. And again, the rank from 2000 to 5000, 33,600. So it means the best out of your CLAT exam or LPU Nest exam or your +2 examination. These scholarships are given to you. Thank you very, very much. I think I would discuss important dates. So if you're worrying about the important dates, we are having LPU Nest registration, which is going on. You must apply LPU Nest examination. Why? Because it is a type 1 program, and it means that LPU Nest application is must. The dates are 26th May onwards. The last day to apply for LPU Nest examination is 20th June. So it means you have time till 20th June. Please apply for it, because if you will apply for it, you will not only get the scholarship part, obviously it is important for eligibility part as well. We are having the remotely proctored exam, which is conducted from 6th June to 25th of June. So 6th June to 25th of June, you can give the exam again. The declaration of result will come within 7 days of applying. So I think you should go for it. If there is any display of result will be 24 working hours, and last date of admission is within 7 days of declaration of result. So if you give your exam on 24th of June to 25th of June, you will have result, and you have to take admission till 1st of July. So, thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part. But before we conclude the session, so there is a query from Sania Sheikh about the admission. So can we take up that query? Sir, she wants to know that she's a student of +2, and she's giving a CBSE student. So she's currently giving her final exams. So can he take admission in BA LLB now? Can he secure her seat right now?
Absolutely. The point here is that she needs to be eligible, although she is appearing for her examinations. So we can take it as a pending result. But the important thing is that she should apply for LPU Nest examination as early as possible. All she needs to do is she needs to visit our university website, lpu.in. There is an option of apply now. So let me just put it at a screen. So if you can see over here, lpu.in, she can go and she needs to apply for that particular program. There is a clear option of apply now. So she can search even apply now. So clearly admissions are being invited, right? So the moment, so if the student needs to apply for this particular admission, or students can select admission over here with the regular programs. So again, she needs to click admissions and then regular admission, and over there she needs to click law. In law, she needs to click BA LLB honors, and then there is an option of registration. See, over here she has an option of enter her name, gender, email ID, and state along with this. So she gets registered for this particular course. The moment she gets registered for this particular course, she needs to pay a certain amount to that test registered. She needs to give the test, qualify the test, and then by default she can take the provisional admission. So even if she scores very good marks in her +2 examination, and if she's scoring less marks in test, so she should get the scholarship of whatever she is getting on her +2 examination. So again, the applications have started. As I told, the important date, last day to apply is 20th of June. So she should not waste time. She should apply for the university as early as possible. Provisional admission can be taken. Obviously, the final admission is on the basis of their eligibility, which is +2 marks. We can wait for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. So as you were discussing about it, that's the again another question from Arman Tiwari. He wants to know that yes, if he clears his CLAT exam, do he need to give LPU Nest? Is it mandatory?
Absolutely. Again, it has to be filled, because over there will be an option of exemption. Exemption on the basis of national level examination. So it has to be filled. See, I would suggest Arman to go for LPUNES examination also. Why? Because we are providing scholarship for this purpose as well. If he does not want to appear for the test examination, it's okay. He can apply for LPUNES examination. He over there is an option of exemption on the test, so he can click on that. We will consider his CLAT score, and on the basis of that, he can take the admission. Provisional admission subject, obviously, he needs to have eligibility criteria filled, which is 60% in +2 examination with English.
Thank you so much, sir. And this similar question is by Ayushi Singha also. So Ayushi, I hope you have got your satisfactory answer about it. So thank you so much, Chirag sir. And attendees, good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get them. So don't just sit back and relax. Grab the opportunity to take admission in your preferred program and get early decision benefits. So with this, we'll conclude today's webinar, which was on law, a career roadmap. And experts, thank you so much. Your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produce one of the most wonderful afternoon for all the attendees. So on behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I want to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to take better decisions regarding admissions. And attendees, thank you. I enjoyed bringing this session to you and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much. So until next time, I, Ruby Gill, signing